They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Spartans will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Altmaier. That's caught. It's Sanders. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Quickly to the tight end. Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
They're working that left side. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Altmaier. Firing to the right, complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. From the gun, the ground game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football.
What the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He might want another play. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got it in the middle. It's Harkins. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Illinois.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Fires to the big fella.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive.
Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. And if he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Spartans want to move quickly. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's McCray. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The give to the back. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. 6th play of the drive coming up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Kelly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Childs. Under fire. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Spartans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second and goal coming up. This quarterback part of their running game. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Makes the catch. It's Sanders. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Shoots it to the left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. It's Altmaier. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball.
Touchdown, Spartans! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires left. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, in that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
He's got him this time. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Altmaier. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his big tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like wearing his ball though. You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. Like, I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
To the air on 2nd down. He'll get rid of it. The sure hands, it's Marsh. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from... There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you
gets away from one. He's got space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here.
Touchdown, Smarty! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air. It's Altmaier. Catch in the middle. It's Dixon. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Buying some time. Throwing on the run. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to throw it again. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Illini! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grab near the marker. It's Marsh. At the 45 on his way. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
When he's a 2-minute offense, when you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And You know, one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for them.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Spartans have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the 1st half.
And he made the extra point without problem. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see how they handle it. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Here's a hit. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this 1st drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
Rush is on him. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Spartans are in the hurry-up.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Gross, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the 2 of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop him.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Childs. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Going for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Illinois.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium. A place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to...
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Complete on 3rd down. Turn it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Dropping back, it's Childs. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. The give to the lone running back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Touchdown, Sparty. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Makes the quick grab. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Under fire. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking downfield, it's Childs. The throw to the outside is complete. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They're going back to the ground. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Kelly. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
He's got the back in the middle. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo. To throw, it's Childs. Bring in the heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. At midfield, he's got room. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On the move to the right, looking for a big one.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. He turns that loose down the right side.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage. And they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab past the marker. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. Unleashes one deep. Just threw that one way too far.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy one to the back. Touchdown, Illinois! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 12 over Texas A&M. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. Under fire. Complete to the left. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Spartans. And they take it in for 6 more points. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods.
He's going to let it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Returns it down to the 46. 27-yard line, and this defense thrives on taking the football away. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to pass. It's Childs. Throws for the tight end. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Illinois.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw finds his man open. He's loose down the left side. Running inside the 20. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. On the run, it's Frazier. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand it. They're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Childs. He tries to take the top off. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Using the quick game. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Illinois lining up quickly. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Oh, what a cut! Touchdown, fighting Illini! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they've tied it up in the final minute with the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. 5-yard line. Dropping back, it's Childs. Got it in the middle, it's Belling. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He started scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then
he lets one fly deep. Catch inside the 25. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Makes the grab on the left. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. Wants to keep it in the air. Using his feet to buy time. It's complete to the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. With the run on first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job on the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field.
Touchdown, Illinois! They take the lead here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7.
And it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, will make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
But now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Scanning the field, it's Childs. Here's a hit. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive and trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds a tight end. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with